What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean in 2022. That's right, we are back, and hopefully, for the love of all things good, 2022 is at least a year of something happening for this franchise. I don't even care what. I really don't. I don't care what at this point. Bring it back in some way. Honestly, for no other reason than just for us to kind of talk about it, whether it's to insult it or whether it's to praise it, hopefully, right? Or anything. But I miss it. I miss this franchise in terms of movies, probably the most out of any single franchise, right? It's been obviously stagnant and dead for so long, and not that the stuff that we're going to get, I think, is going to be all that, revolutionary and all that much that we actually care about. Again, like I've said it before, the Margot Robbie thing, I'm not going to support that financially. A Pirates 6 or a Pirates movie in the universe of Jack Sparrow, but while completely ignoring his character, will not get any financial support by me. In fact, it'll get a lot of negative videos by me. But I will watch them. I will find a way. I'm sure there is a way out there to watch these movies, so I at least know what I'm talking about. Now, we have a couple things in 2022 that I would say is a sign going in, a right direction, again, in terms of the franchise coming back to life. The first of which, I guess, going down that Margot Robbie route, which, by the way, I don't mind her as an actress. I think she's actually really good. I think she would fit as a pirate in this universe. I just don't like how they're handling it, per se, or the team behind that would be writing it or directing it. Not a fan of them either. But, I'm not opposed to Margot Robbie, being in a Pirates film. But what we have with her, I would say, is if you look at the order of the stuff that she's been doing, and I've mentioned this before, the Barbie thing is the thing that really stands out to me, and I never thought I'd have to say that on camera or in a microphone in my life, but in terms of the order in which these things were announced, I believe Barbie was right before Pirates. And now we have that she's going to be filming, or she is filming, or whatever, very, very soon for Barbie. So I would honestly, and I know I've said this the past couple of years, well, it's also not fair because the last couple of years have been a little impacted by certain things around the world that have changed things up, right? But I do feel like this could be the year that we get like a filming schedule, or we hear like when they're going to start or whatever. I really do, because just, I don't know, based off of her schedule, I feel like Pirates was that next thing. So once she's done with Barbie, I could easily envision second half of the year or even over the summer that they film the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie with her in it. So I don't want to get myself too hyped about that, or too like set in that is definitely the way it's going to go, but I feel like that could very well happen this upcoming year. And again, like, I'm not the biggest fan, but at least it's something to talk about. At least it's Pirates of the Caribbean in some sense, like some parts of Pirates, but probably not its actual soul in that film. So you'd have that. As for the other stuff, well, you also have, and I believe this year was absolutely nothing. There was not a single word officially about Pirates of the Caribbean, I believe. I'm pretty sure the Margot Robbie thing was announced very late 2020, although that could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure officially nothing was talked about at all this year. But this was a big year for one other thing, and that is a pretty respectable, and I made a video on this specifically too, a pretty respectable movie leaker, Daniel Rickman, talking about that he has heard that there's 10 Pirates projects in the works. That was very early this year. I think that was like February or March that he had talked about that. Now, none of that stuff has happened yet, but I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's gotten a lot of things right. He knows what he's talking about, and I think some things in Hollywood just take a while to materialize than other things. You know what I mean? So because he says 10 things, I mean, technically we have 2, and then there's another 8, so I'm waiting for the other 8 to kind of pop up at some point. But any of those could potentially happen. This could be the year that we get some sort of like Disney Plus show announcement. I mean, I believe this upcoming September of 2022, or maybe it's October, is D23. D23 is where they announced Pirates 5. D23 actually does have a history with Pirates of doing big things, so I wouldn't put it past them to either do a Margot Robbie thing there, or do the next Jerry Bruckheimer, led kind of thing, or a TV show. Like, any of those things I think are pretty possible. And then obviously there's the elephant in the room, where there's the Johnny Depp stuff. And you can make the argument, and I wouldn't disagree, that maybe they're even holding back the Margot Robbie one because of that as well. Even though he wouldn't really have anything to do with it anyway, maybe like public backlash, all that stuff. You could argue that, and I don't think you'd be wrong. But you have obviously the next main installment one being completely halted. I mean, we know there's like different versions of the script, but like it's pretty much done. So I don't really know what they're waiting for. Yet again, I think we do kind of all know, right? It's got to be the Johnny Depp stuff. And I believe April 11th, 2022 is the court case date, is the beginning of the court case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And so hopefully we get some sort of resolution. I have no idea how long it would last, but I'm pretty sure the last one was quite a while, so like a few months, maybe. So maybe by the summer, by the early summer, we'd have a verdict, and then things should start to roll, as we saw with the UK case. I mean, it didn't take long between the verdict and then Johnny Depp losing jobs. So if the reverse happens now, I'm not saying like the next day they're going to announce he's back or like he gets a job in general, but I think things should, if we're being fair in life, should start to happen, depending on the verdict of that case. So this is shaping up to be a pretty big year, I think, for the Pirates universe in general. I can't imagine because it's happened before, but I can't imagine we go through this entire year without literally anything, especially again with like even if there's like 4 other Pirates projects being worked on, like can we hear about one of them, even in terms of like a rumor or a leak? Like I will take either of them, you know what I mean? So I'd really like one of those, or again the Margot Robbie thing I think has a pretty solid shot of happening this year, not releasing, but at least starting to film or at least talking about filming it, like one or the other, right? And then the Johnny Depp stuff, him himself, that court case stuff, that'll obviously be a pretty big thing this upcoming year as well. I'll be covering all of it on the channel, make no mistake about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the bell icon if you guys want to follow me anywhere else. I have a Twitter, I have a second YouTube channel, I also have Patreon and YouTube memberships. The links for them all are in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.